Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, June 12th. If you've been keeping up to date with my videos, you'll notice that there's been like a huge gap in my trip here. And I'll just quickly talk about that real quick. I was just out last week. I was out in the countryside. I recorded a little bit, but hardly got anything really because I was just out there. And I just decided, I just want to chill out, relax, just get away from working and everything and just kind of just unwind. So we were out in the countryside for a few days, came back, and over the last week I've just been kind of just exploring and just hanging out, doing things I enjoy here, riding around the parks and stuff. None of which I recorded, unfortunately, but I wanted to clear my mind of everything, just kind of hang out, chill out, not have to stress or worry about anything. But enough of that said, I'm back. I'm here to keep going. And yeah, today is a pretty interesting day. The June 12th is Dan de Russia, which is Day of Russia, I'm pretty sure. And so there's a whole lot of stuff going around in the city. People are off of work and all that. And because of that, we're going to go over to Sportivna, or Luzhniki, or where that huge stadium is, where they had the World Cup games and all. Seeing what they have going on over there for the holiday or festivities today. So that's what the deal is. I'll take y'all along. Finally back. This is I gotta take y'all along. I can't keep y'all ghosted. But enough of that said. I just started the video here in the apartment, so when I get out, I can just get moving, and I'll check in right when I get there. So I just pulled up to Luzhniki. Let me show you all where I just came from. I just came under that bridge. Subway's right on the left, right behind the bridge. So you just walk under here. And this is what the area is looking like. We can see Luzhniki in English. This is one of the pavilions, of course. And let me show you all this. It says, oh, it's coming up really bad on camera because of the screen. But it says Dan de Russia, the picture of the stadium and the Russian flag. Y'all can kind of make it out. I don't know. It's not really coming out that well. But yeah, we're gonna head inside, see what they got going on, and it'll be a fun little adventure today. Let's see. They're always playing music here too, regardless if it's English or whatever. You can probably, I don't know what that song is, but I've heard it before. But yeah, let's start moving and get inside. So I just got through. You can see my hair is kind of crazy. It's a bit windy today. It was raining in the morning, but it seems like it's breaking up a little bit. And this is where I'm at. See, I showed this before when I was at the Luzhniki water park, which is right here too. Y'all could probably figure that out by now. And also, it looks like some hooligans were going crazy over here, dude. Look at these tire tracks. Absolutely insane. I wonder what they were doing donuts and burning rubber with. Because I think it might have been a bike or something, because the tracks are a little thin compared to my foot. But it was just an observation. We got this faux place right here. Some donor over there. I think it might be Turkish or something. The guy's wearing a little red hat. And these are the fountains once again. None of this is new. It's all been here. So we're gonna keep on walking and see what they have going on for the actual holiday festival today or whatever, And I'm right by the water park that I was at the other week. It's that building right there, but we're not going there today. And unfortunately, I don't think they have a lot going on for Dan de Russia today, because the whole back is closed off for construction, because they're rebuilding the whole Sportivna park back here, which I wasn't expecting, honestly. But maybe next year they'll have something. Let me make sure I'm not getting run over. Looks like they're building a lot of stuff here. They got some signs of what they're building. I'm gonna show you all that when I get there. Yeah, so this is what I meant. They have this like construction barrier going across the whole back area, and you can see like cranes over there for all the stuff that they're building. And I guess this is how it's supposed to look like, because this is the back part of the stadium by the river. They're going to be building a new boat transportation station, which is pretty cool. And looks like they're going to be building like a huge fountain or pond or pool back here or something, which will be pretty cool. Kind of like an overview of how it's going to look. In the winter, they're going to turn it into an ice skating arena. So if I'm here next winter, maybe it will be done and we'll be able to do that. That'd be pretty cool. Cool. Moving along. Yeah, it's just some more concept pictures of how it's supposed to look, or how it's gonna look. Yeah, another picture of like the fountain or pool that they got. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be though. I feel like this thing has been under construction for a real long time, so I don't really know, but we'll check it out when it's done. Won't be this year probably, unfortunately, but like, hey, what can you do? And get another overview. You can see it's like the whole barrier is blocked off, so they don't really have anything going on for a game that I see us today. But anyways, we're still gonna check it all out. Oh, this is pretty cool. If anyone knows, Zabivaka, that was a mascot of the 2018 World Cup, and they still got statues of him over here, which is pretty cool. Kind of get like a bit of a selfie with them. Or this guy, or this one with the thumbs up, kind of just like that. Pretty nice, pretty nice. There's not really much back here that I can really show y'all. I mean, it's all construction. They're rebuilding the whole place back here. I'm gonna explore for a little bit, try to see if I can get around this construction somehow onto the side of the river, so we can take the cable car across the river. Try and do that. But yeah, it's all under construction back here. So as I'm trying to like find my way around the like construction barriers, we can see I'm kind of just like following it along. I came across this cool mural, probably from the World Cup. I've actually never been like in this area or region of Luzhniki. I've only been like by the stadium. I never like wandered out this far. Yeah, it's a pretty cool mural. Soccer themed, of course. It says Россия только вперед, just means like Russia only forward. And, you know, it's pretty cool, but I'm gonna stop yapping and we'll keep on moving to the next spot, because I got an idea for what we're gonna be doing today. And we also have people practicing soccer over here, probably some like soccer team or something. Just pretty cool. Kicking the ball around, maybe it's some like scrimmage or something, I'm not really sure. I don't know if y'all can really see them, but yeah, that's also what's going on here. We finally made it to the riverbed, or like the riverside, I should say. Let's take a look around. It kind of spit me out right over there, but I've just been walking. We can kind of see, like, looking right over the river, you know. Hope I don't drop the camera. We got boats everywhere, and it looks like this huge like barge thing in the just standing there. That might be what they're gonna use to like help build the river terminal station thing for the river lines that were introduced just a few years ago, which is pretty cool because you can just use your Metro card and take a boat on the river. And it looks like they're expanding that. This is it. You can, I don't know if y'all can see, but there's like cable cars going across the river, and we're gonna be headed towards that, which will give you a hint for what we're gonna get up to. So we're right under the cable car now. Up there, it's going across the river. We got the zip line right there to the right. I don't know if y'all can really see the line, but maybe we'll do that another day. I wasn't really planning on it, but you know, maybe we'll go on it, maybe we won't. But yeah. And here is where the, oh, look at that. That was pretty cool. But here's where the zip line, or not the zip line, the cable car goes in. And how you get to the other side of the river, so we're gonna go and do that now.
Тишины послушайте волю по тропинке в лес густой, поболтать с березкой вдоволь про него и про любовь. Матушка земля, березника, для меня святая Русь, для других заносчика. Матушка земля, белая березника, для меня святая Русь, для других заносчика. Сколько мне еще годочков у кукушки поспрашать про любовь свою девичью, на ромашке погадать. Ключевой воды студеной в сотах свежего метку, в чистом поле темной ночью в небе звездном утону. Матушка земля, белая березника, для меня святая Русь, для других заносчика. Матушка земля, белая березника, для меня святая Русь, для других Матушка земля, для меня святая Русь. Матушка земля, белая березника, для меня святая Русь, для других заносчика. Матушка земля, белая березника, для меня святая Русь, для других заносчика. Матушка земля, белая березника, для меня святая Русь, для других заносчика. Матушка земля, матушка земля, для других заносчика.
So we just got out of the cable car ride. This is the like other side of it, or the building for it at least. It's really busy down below, which is where it came up from, which is why I didn't like record anything down there. But yeah, it looks like this thing is under construction. And that's the building. You can probably see the cable car logo on it, and then it says Kanataya Daroga Vchod, which just means cable car entrance, and I'm standing in the bike lane. And we got a cool diesel Beamer and this matte black M50i X5. Pretty ripping, not gonna lie. The cars here are pretty cool, especially the Chinese ones. No wonder why they don't sell cars or Chinese cars back in America. They put all them automakers out of business, because I mean they are pretty cool. But I'm gonna continue walking and I'll show you all what we got going on the side of the river. So I made it to the main plaza right behind me, right back there. That's Moscow State University, which I guess you can like kind of consider it as like the Harvard of Russia or anything, because it's the most like prestigious school in the country. And yeah, it's a real cool building. I believe it's one of the Stalin buildings. Get a closer look at it. We're gonna be walking up there anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And right where I'm standing now, it's like a huge plaza area. And it's really busy, as y'all can see. We got this Benz gripping it. over here we could like overlook the like skyline from this place. We started right over there. And over there we could see the Moscow City. Get a view of Moscow City from here. Got other people down there as well. But you know, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. But we're just gonna keep on moving. I'll take a few pictures here and then we're gonna walk up to the university. We also have the zip line entrance over here. Not a whole lot of people online, probably because everyone's scared of going on a zip line over the river. And I would do it. Some guy was doing wheelies on a dirt bike. But yeah, I would do the zip line. Not today though, probably because I forgot my like little extension arm to have my camera attached to, which I'd want to use when I'm, you know, zip lining over the river. And I bought tickets for there and back, a round trip on the cable car, so I'm going to be heading back there later. Yeah, got another view of the zip line area and everything down here. But enough of that, let's get a closer look at the university. So I'm starting walking over there. And you know, to kind of speed things up while I'm here, let's take out this bike. Same way you just take out the scooter, just scan the QR code. Oh, this bike's like almost dead. What? That's kind of ridiculous. I would take the scooter, but you know, it's not really something you could ride with one hand, because I want to be riding the bike and showing you all this stuff. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'll do now, but we'll keep walking. I mean, I can still do that nonetheless. Let me cross this road real quick while I can. They got other bikes here, but they're for a different brand, which I'm not really signed up for. Like, I have the app, I don't think I like set it up properly. Yeah, we got the other bikes over here and then a whole bunch more scooters. That's fine though, we could walk. And yeah, here's the main passageway for the university right here. You got a lot of people, a lot of tourists here. This is a big tourist destination, so a lot of times you'll find tour groups here. I saw like 2 already. I got nothing else to really say. I mean, this is the university where, or that's the university. This is like the big like walkway to it, and then you got like flowers and stuff planted in the middle. So you know, it's pretty cool. We're getting closer and closer to the university. This is where we are at now. We came from all the way over there, and yeah, I figured this would be a cool spot to check in, because we still got like the flower bed in the front and all that. Y'all can see. Trying to get a good thumbnail for the video, so just bear with me. That should be good. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of people walking around, a lot of foreigners here. I'm not gonna get too much into it, other than the fact that this is just a big tourist place. And it was just an observation. They also have some cool flowers over here too. Not bad, not bad. It looks like we got this cool car over here, like parked in the middle of the street by the police. Yeah, right over there. I don't know if y'all can really see it that well, but it's a car and it's like wrapped like the Russian flag. They're waving the Russian flag. We got the coat of arms, or I forget exactly what it's called, on the side, like the golden eagle symbol. And we can also see a whole bunch of tire marks on the street too, so I guess a lot of people do donuts here as well. But yeah, we're gonna get closer up there and check it out. So I finally made it to like the main front of the university, and let me show you all this real quick. Got a big pond in the front, and these fountains are finally working. In case y'all never knew, I don't know like how often they work, but every time when I was here, like in the past years, they were never on. And it looks like they finally got it working. And they look new, they're like freshly painted or something. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, this is where we are now. We gotta head back to the front, take some pictures, and maybe just walk around the pond and do that. And the other cool thing is that they have like statues, I guess, of like the most famous professors or people who studied here. Like look at this one for example, 1859 to 1905. Alexander Stepanovich Popov. I don't know. A little faded or something. Can't really like make it out, but nonetheless, it's like a tribute or something. Let's take a look at the next one real quick. Right here. This one's easier to read. Vladimir Vladimirovich Michurain. That's him. And we take a look around, see the other side. They got the statues too. And all that. And it looks like it's like a big year for the university because it's about 270 years since it first originally opened in 1755. So I think this university is even older than the United States. This guy, Ivan Petrovich Pavlov. Not this building per se, but like Moscow State University as a whole, because they have multiple buildings in the city. It's not just this main one. And we're like right up to the front of it now. Right here. We could even cross the street real quick. Just another cool place to come walk around, check out, and like see the scenery. And let me zoom. I don't know if y'all can make it out, but that like little like banner running across there says Moskovsky Государственный университет Lomonosova. So a lot of times this university's venture is like called like the Lomonosov University or MGU, and you can see that big 270 banner they got waving at the main entrance. And it looks like they're doing renovations on the dorms because I believe the students live in like one side and like faculty live in another side, something like that. But I know those two side buildings are mainly like dormitories, and the main building is where all the classes are or something. I'm not really sure. I've never actually been inside the building, and I don't know if I will because it's not something that they just open to the public for people to walk in. But nonetheless, it's still cool to come here, check it out. Let's try to get another cool thumbnail. I think I'm a bit too close now for it, but yeah, I'm enjoying my walk here, and you know, like always, we'll keep on moving. Let's see if we can see the flowers. I'm not really sure how it's coming out, but nonetheless, looks like they're planting something there. Same thing with the other side. But this is where I am, and you know, guess it's time to start walking back. And as I was walking back, I figured I would show you all this one statue. Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. And this guy is huge in the history of science, and I guess modern science, as you could say, because he's the guy who came up with the periodic table, the modern one that we know today, and he even like predicted elements before even like discovering them and stuff. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that he like came to him in like a dream. He like woke up and was like, whoa, I figured this out, and just like made the periodic table. So That's pretty interesting. I guess he like studied here. I'm not really too sure about him as a person. I just know that he came over the periodic table and that it came to him in a dream. I think that's what I heard. But I guess he was studying here or was here. It's pretty cool, you know. This is like the heart of like a Russian history and like progress, I guess you could say, for humanity. But I don't know. I'm kind of making. I don't think I'm making any sense, but this is where I am. Just hanging out, walking around. Let's get down here actually. See if we can get some hard picks. Yeah. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep on walking. I'm boring y'all enough with this educational nonsense, but y'all gotta learn something every day. And I'm walking back. This is the other side of the path. Came down on that side and we're walking back up the other. And I figure I'd show you all the cool flowers here. I mean, I'm not gonna bore you all with flowers, but I mean, hey, it makes the aesthetic pretty nice. And you can see the university behind me. And yeah, we're just walking back now and see what I'm gonna do, because I got a few options, but I gotta check out some stuff first. And you know, I'm not gonna say something to y'all in case it's not actually right. So I mean, just buckle up for the journey and yeah, we'll keep on walking, and I'll probably catch y'all when I get back to the end of the plaza, because I mean, I already showed y'all everything like around here. Really, it's just a bunch of flowers and a cool like walkway path. But yeah, so it's actually been a minute since I talked to y'all. I'm still at the same place. I've just been kind of hanging out. I just ate a halal shawarma, which was pretty good. I kind of forgot to show you all that, but oh well. And I learned that today there's gonna be a bunch of fireworks later tonight, and apparently it will be really cool to see them from here, but it's not until like 3 hours from now, so I'm not even really sure. I gotta like do something in the meantime. I'm gonna try to find a bike or a scooter to ride around on, or figure out something to do in the meantime, because I don't want to miss the fireworks either. So you know, I gotta do something in the meantime, and I'm not even really sure what yet. So I decided to ride around on one of those scooters. You can see it right here. I rode for quite a bit. I'm at this place called Park Gorkova Teper, or Gorky Park, you could really say. And you know, I decided to sit here on a bench, check in with y'all, and you know, we got an hour and a half until the fireworks. So you know, I'm just trying to burn some time while I'm here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm riding around on the scooter. I'm gonna get back to it. And we are back at Voronezh Gore. I was just riding around the scooter in the meantime, just trying to kill some time. And you know, see the university behind me. Some bikers absolutely ripping it. But yeah, it's time to go toward over there. There's a whole lot of people standing there already, and you know, wait for the fireworks. They're starting pretty soon, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Those bikes are loud. I'm making my way into the crowd, and you know, we'll see how it all goes. So the fireworks are starting in about 10 minutes. We can see it's getting kind of packed here if we look around. And the fireworks are going to be over there, you know, so, you know, it's going to be pretty awesome. It's the holiday is like Russian Independence Day. That's what I kind of learned, or what the translation of what the holiday is in Russian. But regardless, I'm going to be sitting here now, standing here, and, you know, waiting for the fireworks to start, and y'all know I'll catch y'all right when they actually start. So I think I found a decent spot to see these fireworks. I mean, not the best spot obviously, but best I could do with how many people are here. So I'm gonna stand here. They should be starting in just a few minutes now. So this is a bit of a disappointment, or blue balls, I guess you could say. I got a fire spot right here, overlooking the river and the city. We could see Moscow City over there, and the Luzhniki Stadium straight ahead, all covered in the flag, the like symbol of the Russian flag. I don't know if y'all can really see it from here, but turns out there's no fireworks tonight, which I just found out about. It is 10:20, 10:19. Nothing started, and everyone's already starting to leave, tired of waiting. So, you know, I'm gonna hang out here for 10 minutes. If there's not a single thing until like 10:30, then, you know, I guess I'll just leave, because, you know, I waited the whole day for this, just for there to be no fireworks. So, you know, it's a bit of a shame. What can I say? But that's what happens in life sometimes. Yeah, so unfortunately there were no fireworks, which is very disappointing. Should have found out earlier, because I wouldn't have stayed and hung around for so long. But hey, what are you gonna do? That was an old Porsche. But anyways, I'm gonna start making my way back to the apartment. It's gonna be a bit of a trip, because, you know, I gotta go on the metro and then take a few different lines to get back, because the cable car is closed now. So I kind of wasted a bit of a ticket, because I bought a two-way ticket and I only went one way. But what are you gonna do? And yeah, this building I'm in now is just an escalator building, because I'm kind of on a mountain, but it's how to get to at least the closest subway station. So it's just an escalator building, but I'm gonna stop yapping and start making my way back to the apartment. And just like that, today's adventure is over once again. You know, it's pretty disappointed. I didn't really see much for the Din Россия, or like the Russian Independence Day, which was a bit of a bummer, not gonna lie. But what am I gonna do? I looked it up while I was like standing there waiting for the fireworks, because I was standing there for a half hour not doing much. It's kind of like on my phone looking it up, like what was going on, and there really wasn't much going on. I mean, the only main thing I really saw was that they had a big concert at Red Square, but it was so packed there that it would have been crazy. So, you know, that's why I didn't really go there or anything. And I was really expecting there to be fireworks, though. That's why I was so busy. I mean, a lot of people were expecting it, and they just never came. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. I still had a nice day over there. Went on the cable car ride and all that, and you guys got to see the Lomonosov University, or Moscow State University, which was pretty interesting. But I'm going to stop yapping now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You know, if you did, I'm glad I did my job. And, you know, if not, just let me know what I can improve on in the comments below. But yeah, I'm walking to the apartment now for the night, and it is really late. It's like about to strike midnight. So, you know, I'll see y'all real soon. Peace out.